Hi guys! Today I wanted to do a short little vlog sort of about my experience at the hospital yesterday. I've been getting so many questions and comments and support and love, and I really do appreciate you guys all. So I thought that because you guys were all interested and giving me sweet love, that I wanted to do a video explaining what happened to me yesterday. So if you've been following me for a while, especially on my vlog channel, I did a video a while back all about my migraines. I'll put that down below or somewhere here. And I hadn't gotten one for years, and I used to get them all the time because I know how to prevent them. And my migraines, as it is, if I do get a migraine, it is horrible. It's nothing like really any other doctor has seen before. They always ask me how I live and cope with these things. I don't anymore because I don't get them anymore. So I thought yesterday I got one. I was actually going to Edmonton that day. I had to book a hotel and stuff. So I woke up in the morning and, 7:30 in the morning, and I started getting ready, packing last minute things, not rushing, and just gonna go hop in the shower. And as soon as I was going in the shower, I see my blind spot and I went, oh no. If you've watched that vlog down below, this video will make more sense. So I just went, really? Today? I mean, any day is horrible, but today, what do? Do I cancel the hotel? You can't just cancel your hotel. You have to pay a fee, cancellation fee, and it's $150 or something dollars. Oh my gosh. When my blind spot started fading out, it usually takes around a half an hour for it to fade out, and then that's when your migraine will hit you. Well, mine. Everyone's are different. Everyone's pain is different. So I don't like when people are like, oh yeah, I get those all the time. How would you know, and how would I know what you get, right? But I'm just going off of my experience and what doctors have told me before, and how they've never seen a condition like this, especially with somebody small in stature like me. I'm only 4'9", how they can cope and handle with something that big. I went into my bathroom. As soon as I got up to go to my bathroom, I was throwing up. I couldn't talk, I couldn't do anything, I was frustrated, and I just went downstairs. I said to my brother, you're gonna have to drive me to the hospital. I've never been to hospitalized for a migraine because even though my migraines are really, really bad, I can cope with them. I can deal with them. I have a very high pain tolerance, I can deal with it. This wasn't, I couldn't even see, I couldn't move, I couldn't feel my fingers. That was like the downfall for me, was I couldn't feel my hands up to here. My face was getting numb, my chest was getting numb. Oh, my brother phoned my dad, and my dad said, no, I'm coming home to get you. I said, you don't have to do that, you're at work. I couldn't leave as soon as he got there because I was throwing up. So we were driving there, and I also took my blanket so I could put it over my face because the light, as soon as we pulled up, I don't remember the drive because I was in so much agony. As soon as we pulled up, I also brought a puke bucket. My brother gave it to me. I puked and puked and puked. Rewind a little bit. As soon as we were about to leave, I went downstairs to my brother. I don't know why, but my dad was there too. I don't know why I went down there, but I was trying to tell my brother something, and I was speaking, but it wasn't English. I would say to him, I forget what I was trying to say to him, but I was talking to him, and it was going back, and he was like, what? I knew I was saying blah blah blah, but I didn't want to say that. That's not what I was trying to say. It's just I had such a severe migraine. My brain couldn't cope with words. My dad was so scared. He said, we're going right now. This is way too scary. And I said, yeah, but I can't be scared of it. And the only thing I could say clearly was the F word. I don't know why. I guess because I was so frustrated. My brother afterwards asked me, why were you saying the F word? Because I was so frustrated because I was trying to speak, and I could speak, but I wasn't saying any words, and it was frustrating because I knew that I wasn't saying any words, and I knew what I wanted to say, and it was so glad that me and my brother are so close because he for some reason knew what I was trying to say. Fast forward now, we get in the hospital. I was asking every single nurse that came in there if I was going to die because I honestly felt like I was going to die. They were very worried for me. They said, we see people coming in hospitalization for migraines all the time, but this is beyond us. I got into the emergency room that second. I don't remember this, but they got me hooked up to an IV right away, right here. It's a big, well, it's not big anymore, but there's a bruise there, and it was like, before. IVs here and some here, so if you see that there, that's from that. I don't remember this because I was in such bad pain again, but I got a CT scan, which is like a scan of your brain. They said that it was a high chance that I had bleeding on my brain. That's how bad my migraine was. Said that it's getting very close to a brain aneurysm because you have such severe, we think you have such severe bleeding on the brain. I wasn't aware of any of this because I was like, you know. I do remember a neurologist coming in and saying, can you move my hand up? Can you move my hand down? Because he wanted to see if my brain was working. It happened at 8 o'clock in the morning. At about 12, so I was still having a horrendous migraine at 12. The doctor came in and said, this is not looking good. This isn't looking good. We want to do a spinal tap. I forget what the actual name he called it was, but basically they take a needle into your spine. I don't know what. They take out your spinal fluid or something like that. And he was explaining to my dad, because I was incoherent, that it could leave you paralyzed, you could get a severe ulcer, you could get a very, very, very bad infection. People with severe illnesses, they get these done only if it's necessary, because it can be life-changing and life-threatening. The 100% rule out if you have bleeding on your brain is through the spinal tap. So my dad said, why don't we just wait maybe like 2 hours, because her migraines usually last about 4 to 6 hours. You know, it's been a long time, so why don't we just wait a little longer, and if nothing looks up, then we'll do that. They started pumping me through full of painkillers. Morphine and 2 other ones, I don't know what they are because I've never been on a painkiller. So then at around, what time was it? It was about 3 o'clock, so about 3 hours after, and I was still very, very sensitive to the light and, you know, trying to make sense of where I was. I looked around and I saw my dad, and I saw this strange man, which was the doctor, and he said, oh my gosh, you're awaking. I'm in pain. And he goes, yeah, well, you're in pain now, but you should have seen you before. And then he was asking me if I hit my head, if I, you know, got bludgeoned, and I don't know why it happened so severely this time. And he told me that, you know, the human brain and the human body work in mysterious ways, and any day, any given day, something can happen to your body. He was one of the most amazing doctors that I have ever been with in my life. And then they also afterwards, because I had an IV where my IV was in this arm, and they said, you know, for tomorrow, because usually if somebody has such a severe brain aneurysm like migraine, they will have a rebound one the very next day, so we're gonna give you a dose of, I forget what it's called, but it's an anti-inflammatory which will prevent tomorrow's rebound migraine. And so far today I haven't had one. I never want to experience that again. I've experienced migraines and horrible migraines in the past. This was off the charts, and this was unlike anything I've ever, oh my god, I don't wish that on anybody. Also, my brother said he wished he would have videotaped it, me trying to talk, because I was like blah blah blah, but you know, it wasn't funny then, but I guess it is kind of funny now. So that was my story. I know you guys really wanted to hear it, and I know that I haven't done a Barbie video diary in some time, so I thought this was perfect timing for me to do one. And thank you guys for watching and for understanding, and yes, I am totally fine now, totally 1000% back to normal. So thank you guys so much for your love and support, and I love you guys more than you'll know. Thank you guys for watching. Bye guys!